Your beliefs become your thoughts become your words become your actions become your habits become your values become your destiny. Gandhi. All right, ladies, this is the final call. This week is the free webinar on the 7 key factors on how to take back control of your time and your parenting. Head on over to momisincontrol.com/join. This is practical strategy on how to feel in alignment with who you want to be in the world, how you show up as a mother, as a wife, as a sister, as a boss, employee, whoever you are. Okay, ladies, it's another day. It's another podcast. So today I simply wanted to give you an exercise and challenge you to think a different way. Too often, we are driven by external forces, which causes us to go, go, go. But 9 out of 10 times, if you are in the process of still trying to figure this out, you may catch yourself and say, not this. Today I was sitting at my desk and I was doing a little work before the kids got up and in between activities. And I thought to myself, holy crap, I feel so much different today than I did years ago when I started my business. Because I believed back then that I couldn't stop working, that I couldn't stop until the to-do list was done. And as you and I both know, the to-do list will never be done because you're chronically going to be adding more things to it, because that's what the human being does, because we are creators. So I asked myself, what's the one thing that has drastically shifted everything? And it was prioritizing feeling good. So I wanted you to write a good list. A good list. That's it. A good list. This is a list of 20 things that make you feel good. And too often, people won't even do this exercise because they're like, I don't have time. Right. You don't have time because you don't have time to feel good because you don't prioritize feeling good. So the point of this exercise is if you know what makes you feel good and you start adding more of that to your schedule, then that energy becomes contagious. So let me give you an example. Feeling good to me is prioritizing fitness. And it doesn't have to be like lifting weights every single day. It's moving my body and sweating. Old Heather wouldn't have understood that this allowed me to feel good. New Heather also understands that food and eating consistently, I don't need to subscribe to some type of diet or anything like that. It's eating real food more often, because my traditional go-to was quote unquote not prioritizing or pretending that I didn't have time to eat. So now I just eat consistently and I just eat whole foods. So when I do those two things, I feel really good. But there's also way more things that make us feel good, right? So what else makes me feel good? Going to bed early makes me feel good. Waking up early makes me feel good. Again, this didn't make me feel good at the beginning because I was in the habit of staying up late and sleeping in. So I had to change my body, right? I had to change the physiology of my body. I had to go to bed earlier and then wake up earlier, and that took time and consistency, and then a habit grew. What else makes me feel good? Listening to amazing music, like music that lights me up. Putting my phone away makes me feel really good. Sometimes actually cleaning makes me feel good. Making my bed makes me feel good. Decluttering, not binging on decluttering, but just saying, oh, I'm just going to clean up this little area or whatever. Diffusing essential oils makes me feel good. I actually love, putting on some really good music and turning on, like going around my house. I probably have like 5 diffusers around my house and just putting one of my favorite oils in the diffuser and then just letting that smell go throughout the house and just moving the energy in the home. Having a phone call with some really good friends makes me feel good. So sometimes I'll put my headphones on and I'm talking to, a friend that I haven't talked to in a long time while I'm cleaning. Getting out in nature with my boys makes me feel really good. So the weather's starting to break. Sometimes it is a little chilly, but just getting out of the house, I work in my home, I'm home a lot, makes me feel really, really good. It's these little tiny things that you have to focus on that make you feel good. One thing that I've been really diving into lately is my clothes. Does this make me feel good? And if the gut answer is no, then I get rid of it immediately. I went through my whole closet and I barely had any clothes left. And the point of that was, you rinse and repeat and you wear the same things over and over again. And then I just had almost 50% of my closet that I wasn't wearing at all. So it's why is it sitting there? My story was, I might use it, or if I get rid of it, then I have to buy new clothes. But I was never wearing them anyway, so I got rid of them all, and that made me feel good. Also, holding a warm cup of tea or a warm cup of coffee. I know I've talked about my relationship with coffee on and off, but that makes me feel good, especially early in the morning. And if I can do that with my husband and we're sitting there having a good chat before the boys wake up, that makes me feel good. Cooking is starting to make me feel good. Just going for a simple walk makes me feel good. So I always encourage women and men, but human beings, what do you want? We know what you don't want. We know you're complaining. We know all of these things. But sometimes you have to fill your cup up with the good shit, right? With the good thoughts, with the good feelings. And when you do that, you start to choke out the other stuff. So it's not rocket science. It's actually not complicated. There are no secrets. Asking yourself, what makes you feel good? So many things make me feel good, but when you sit down and you start to write them out and you have top 10 or top 20 list, it doesn't have to be big things like going on vacation and doing all. That's great. Those things, that's the advanced level of feeling good. But I'm talking about the everyday habits of feeling good. So I want to know, what's your top 20 list of feeling good? Share it on social media, tag me at Mom is in Control, and take action. Put that shit on your calendar and do it. You have time. Are you secretly hoping your child does as you say and not as you do? Well, guess what? I've teamed up with Big Life Journal to help give your children the tools and strategies they need to live their big life. Their growth mindset journals empower children to face challenges head on, think positive, and embrace mistakes. You can also check out their printables and growth mindset activity cards. It doesn't matter if your child is a toddler or entering high school. Discover how to live in a growth mindset is a lifelong skill we all can learn about. Head on over to momisincontrol.com/big life. And when you use the promo code MIIC until June, you'll get 10% off all your purchases. That's momisincontrol.com/big life, promo code MIIC.